Los Angeles Clippers are interested, signing Rajon Rondo. I believe, he opted out of his contract. Now, if you're a Rajon Rondo, initially my thought was, you stay packed. You stay where you're at. You re-sign with the Lakers. You try to go up for back-to-back. But Rajon Rondo is not a conventional mind. If you think about the trajectory of his career, he's won a championship in Boston. He has the playoff Rondo moniker. Won a championship in LA. First player to ever do that. Win a championship with Lakers and Celtics. Only player to do that. If Rajon Rondo could help the Clippers win a championship, still stays in LA, why not? Because they're paying more money than the Lakers will. So to me, it's not as simple of a decision as most people think. Like, oh, stay with LeBron, you're going to win a championship. If the Clippers can get Rajon Rondo, plug that up with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, they could compete. Honestly, if you look at the run, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard can compete for championships much longer than Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Anthony Davis and LeBron James windows right now. That's it. Kawhi and Paul George, they still could, give you 3 to 5 years of run. Right now, the Lakers have to win a championship next year if they want to win, and then possibly three-peat if that's their best hope. Because LeBron is getting older in age. Anthony Davis is already known injury prone. It could be a good decision for Rondo to go to the Clippers. I don't know if he's gonna do that, but I wouldn't count that out. Now for the Clippers, you gotta look at it as this: you're taking a piece off the chessboard for the Lakers. If you're able to sign Rajon Rondo, you make the Lakers a little bit weaker. You get a little bit stronger. Now it's like, okay, next year we're gonna come back with more vigor. We're not gonna look over opponents. We're going to take our time, we're going to focus, and then we are going to be competitive. We're going to take Rondo away from you. We're going to take one of your point guards away from you, put more stress on LeBron, put more stress on AD to handle the ball, make decisions, and we'll take our chances there. If we ever meet. That's the key phrase, if we ever meet. So it's not as simple as people make it out to seem like, oh, Rondo needs to stay there, because thing about players, you have to understand this. Once you hit a certain threshold in your career, you won a championship, won multiple championships, you made some money. Now the twilight of your career is really about legacy and the money that you're going to make. Rondo is, he's been taking these little deals here, little deals there. He can make a legitimate signing with the Los Angeles Clippers, get paid for like the next 3 years, $6 to $7, $8 million a year, and just retire happily. I already got a championship with the Lakers. I already have a championship with the Boston Celtics. The one thing that the Lakers need to understand, Rob Pelinka, I know he understands this, is not to come across arrogant. Because if you come across arrogant and you lowball him Rondo a deal, he's going to sign with the Clippers, and he's going to take it personally and try to knock the block off of Los Angeles Lakers and make the Clippers the LA's king on top of that. This is an interesting scenario. I think Rondo stays with the Lakers. However, I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go to Inglewood with a new arena, help them try to win the championship. So he'll be like a mini LeBron, 3 different franchises to win a championship. And then think about this. The Clippers have always been the laughing stock of the NBA. If he could help the Clippers win a championship, hey, now we're talking. Cleveland never won a championship. They've had good teams. Brad Daugherty, Nance, all those kind of guys. They've had great guys to help the franchise be good. They've been good before LeBron James has been there. So, and I know that was 80s, early 90s, whatever, but they've been good for a time. The Clippers have never really even been that good. Even when they had Darius Miles and stuff like that, they've just never really be able to get over the hump. Even with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. So that's what it is. Hoops Junction, Hoops Meets Hooper. Like, comment, and subscribe.